Alrighty. Just give me a little bit, fellas. And we will be live. We will get to playing in just a segundo. Okay. Think we got her now. Now, if I tab over, who's going to be the first? That's what I wonder. We have Widow in here first. Holy crap. Widow, what's up, man? Good to see you. Good to see you guys. Oh, man. Okay. Bring it. Bring in the energy on a Monday. I like to see it. What's up, Charles? Sorry, guys. Let me get situated. Got to make sure to tweet out, letting the people know that I'm live and all that fun stuff. Even though I only have like 11 followers on Twitter, but hey, that's fine. Okay, what do I need to do first things first? Do I have a solo raid? I do. Let me just go do that. I can get that one done really quick. Cosmic. Man, we also have actual raids. Dang, those are some good champions, Widow. Especially to have at like high levels. That's pretty awesome. I wonder if we'll pull Carolina in December. I'm really hoping we do. I'm really pulling for it, man. Cornball solos? Was that autocorrect? Or is that just a term that is on the up and coming and I'm not familiar with it? But yeah, solo raids, dude. Solo raids. I'm trying to get in the habit of doing them so that I don't miss out on XP tokens, because those are kind of a big deal, actually. They're going to add up over time a lot. No, Charles. What did you say you guys were at again? I don't remember. I'm actually like, my alliance has kind of made strides, man. Like, we are on the last milestone now. We just need like 5 more people to do it. The thing that annoys the crap out of me is we have 4 officers. Only 1 has done it. The incursions. And I'm like, dude, you can't be an officer in an alliance, right? Like, you're supposed to set the tone. You're supposed to like be directing everybody and recruiting, and you're supposed to be the responsible gamers, right? And you guys haven't done it yet? Are you kidding me? So that was a little annoying. I kind of like called him out in the chat a little bit. We'll see if it works or does any sort of good, but yeah, I was able to like spam the chat enough, I think, and convince enough people that it's easy, that we actually got a decent amount of clears now. I mean, on the bright side, Charles, like we don't like there's still a lot of time to go, you know, like it's not over yet. Also, nice, Wolverine, congrats on your alliance. Also, welcome in, you and Ego both. How you guys doing? So, I mean, all hope isn't lost. I just know, like I need to like harass people into doing it now, because it's exactly the kind of thing that people would procrastinate and maybe not realize the kind of time that it actually requires. Are you late? No, Hikuri. So the plan for the friendlies today is we're gonna do it like we did on Friday, which was like the last hour or so of stream. And I I have a list of people that were here last Friday and wanted to do friendlies, but I ended stream. And I'm gonna draw from those first, just because I told them I would, because they didn't get a chance. And so, yeah. But if we get through that list, then for sure. How you doing, Samir? You're Miss Friendlies again? Yeah, Samir, I think it's a good way to cap the stream off. And then I can make sure I get arena done first and foremost. Which, like, I don't know. Not that I don't like playing friendlies or anything, but units are kind of important for me in this game. I need to take advantage of arena as much as I can, man. But honestly, we've been like crushing arena pretty quick lately. I feel like we might have more time than like just an hour. We'll see. We shall see. What time is it for me? Doesn't matter. It's time for me to get a watch, that's for sure. What do we got for arena today? We have the Catalyst one. Summoner Trials. We got Dracula again. And then we have Falcon Man. You really do admire my ability to play that for more than like 2 games? Like, to play arena? When I end my time, I end 10 o'clock my time. And then streams are 3 hours. You do the math. I'm just kidding. But yeah. Yeah, dude, I really don't mind arena. I would probably go insane if I had no chat to read. Like, starting out the stream, when I barely had any subscribers, which, by the way, we got like, what was it, like 8 subscribers or something over the weekend? You guys, the channel popping off. But, yeah, back when I had like no subs and like no stream regulars and stuff, it was a little bit tough, I'm not gonna lie. But we're kind of in a zone now where we have people that tune in frequently, which, thank you guys for your support, as always. That makes it a lot easier. But just think about it, like, guys, we're all gonna get, like, such a dopamine hit in December. We're all gonna be so grateful that I played this much arena. The opening will be legendary. It's gonna be worth... Ego, nice. I think that's good content to just, like, gradually clear. Also, yo, what up, Cade? Steven, what's up? Can I help you understand why you only have 1 bonus milestone of shards after completion or Sector 7 Room 30? If only you complete Sector 7? Is that why? Sector 7? I'm trying to understand what you're trying to communicate. You may... Steven, maybe you're not in the symbiote incursion? Maybe you're doing the regular incursion? If you want like all the big juicy rewards, you need to be in the symbiote incursion and get to room 30 in that. That might be what you... Like maybe you got to zone 30 in normal incursions, I think. You want to play the symbiote incursions, so you want to use your 1-star symbiote and then 3-star symbiotes on the team with him. You're gonna make him play arena as punishment? Samir. Careful, dude. You'll get your kids taken away from you. Oh my gosh, Hikuri getting on the like the stream already? Yes, guys. The quicker you like the stream, the better the YouTube algorithm will treat us, and we'll be able to get a ton of people in here today. You definitely did the symbiote? Sector 7, like, when you're choosing sectors, it needs to say symbiote, like, summon symbiote incursions or whatever it says. Like, you're not completing Sector 7, you're completing the symbiote incursion. But yeah, you can only get 1 point max. So once you get a single point, that's it. It's not repeatable. So you just get to zone 30 with your Steve symbiote. And then that's it. And man's burst damage also get buffed. I would assume it would, Widow. I'm not really sure how his kit would interact with nodes and stuff, though. Can only make it to zone 5. Just keep grinding, Cade. You'll make it. You just need to get the ball rolling, man. What's up, Zemo? What's up, Elshu? Oh my gosh. You had to think of something else, Widow, huh? Not a bad one, though. I don't think, like, Zemo cares as much as being called non-Zemo Haver, though. You may need to think of something a little bit better. Okay, Samir's saying it does not get increased, Widow. Also, Zemo apparently does have an awakened with Nico. What's up, Dave? How you doing? He still have not rank 4 an unawakened Zemo. You'll find something else, Widow. You just need to be patient. Dude, I have zero idea how Morningstar is not poison immune, by the way. That's actually kind of weird. I thought she was. Oh, I know full well, Samir, you do not like Nico at all. I personally love Nico. Great champion. Not balanced at any way whatsoever, but... I mean, if you thought people were up in arms over Spider-Woman getting a nerf, dude, if they tried to nerf Nico, like, people are gonna actually throw hands. Whether it's justified or not. Which... it probably would be. I do think she's probably a little overtuned. Have I lost my mind? Heck no. You guys keep me sane, Dave. Also, I get a nice little weekend to detox, you know? I don't play Arena on Saturday and Sunday. Whoops. Aw, man. One of 2 points in bonus milestones where selector is. They think you need at least 2 points. I'm kind of confused on what you're trying to communicate, Steven. If I'm being honest. I I actually don't know about Vox's degen. Also, yes, unbalanced champions are awesome. Sorry, I'm just responding to that. I agree. But only if you have them. Honestly, Carolina and Nico could be decent, like, nerf candidates. I think there's probably... Hikuri, I think there's maybe other ways to nerf Nico. But yeah, I've made it my point for a while, like, they would not remove buff immunity. I would actually be so surprised if they did that. That's, like, what her kit is built around. Like, that was the, like, theme for Nico. Is like that was another champion with buff immunity. That was a big deal that they're bringing it back in another kit. Like, I don't think they would take that away. Especially in the aftermath of Spider-Woman. I think that would be a horrible move. Having special one not refresh buff immunity, I think, like, it would be kind of nice if when she was a defender it wasn't automatically applied. You know what I mean? Like, maybe they could do that, because, like, that's what annoys me the most is, like, you can't dex, like, off the rip. You have to wait for the buff to expire. You know what I mean? Like, that's probably my biggest problem with it. You could maybe tone down the poison damage a little bit, but I don't know, man. It's hard to say, it really is. I think no matter what, if they tried to nerf either champion, it may not be... I don't know. They don't exactly have the best track record for these things. That's the only thing that worries me. LOL Gambit. Imagine having prowess. On the let's see. If they nerfed them, would that be in the January balance pool, or would that be pushed back to the next one, I wonder? That would be interesting to see if they would push it back. I think the only way to nerf both of them would be just, like, nerf them on defense. Which, that's not really, like, from what I understand, that's not a huge problem as far as Carolina goes. She's just a good attacker. I don't know. I haven't seen enough Carolina gameplay to know if, like, I don't know, like, she would justify a nerf or not. I definitely could, like, see Nico getting a defensive nerf, though. Venom, where'd your buffs go, big guy? Carolina needs a buff. No. Serpent needs a buff more than Carolina, for sure. We need Serpent to be able to inflict Incinerate. And then while we're at it, let's give him regen without needing his death immunity to trigger. I think we can all get behind that. The Dizzle bait? Is that its own term now? Add that to the dictionary, man. What? No, I think we should buff all the OP champions. Honestly, let's buff Nico even harder. Let's give her Incinerate as well. She can inflict Incinerate and poison. Why not? I think everybody would be on board for it, really. I know I would. Let's make Dark Phoenix indestructible, unstoppable, and unblockable permanently? Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Well, why? Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's a good idea, actually. Coming to you soon, most likely. Dark Phoenix should start with her Permanova Flame. Why just a single one? Start her up with 10. Heck, 100. Bump those numbers up. Serpent's death immunity should be longer. I think it should be able to trigger multiple times in the same life, Dave. I think that's what they should do. Like, and then he regens to full every time it triggers. So per like persistent charge on Serpent, let's give him the death immunity. And then when it's done, the death immunity will regen him to full. And then if Serpent throws another special one, he gets that charge back. I think that's how we should buff him. Serpent should be able to hit through your phone. Hey, actually punch the player. Hit him with a hammer. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. Give Okoye Incinerate. See, now we're using our thinkers, chat. This is how to balance champions. We could all be employed by Kabam right now. In fact, we may need to file a copyright right now. They might steal our ideas, chat. We don't want this. Whoa, that was a big burst. You shouldn't be able to dex at all against Onslaught and make him unstoppable. I think you should make Onslaught permanently have Crush as well. I think the way he applies it is too difficult. Balance team would implement that. I wouldn't put it past him, man. No, I like to think the Spider-Woman thing is like a rude awakening, and I'm hoping that like now going forward they kind of have it figured out a little more. We'll have to just wait and see, though. That's the unfortunate thing, right? Is like we can't really forgive them quite yet because they haven't really like proved themselves as far as like doing the things they said they would, as far as like adding different layers to like the buff program and stuff like that so that it gets through more people, and we just, who knows? Add everything to all of them. Yeah, I mean, make every champion ever created the exact same. If everyone's super known will be kind of stuff, you know? Make Thanos the best champion in the game? Dude, I could get behind that. I have a Thanos. Quake as an 8-star? Quake as a limited time 10-star. Max rank, max sig. Yo, to be honest, they could probably get away with that. Quake is not as, like, controversial as she used to be. I mean, they can just throw on nodes with, like, True Strike or whatever. They actually get rid of defensive masteries. Now every defender in the game has stand your ground. And I know we've mentioned some really bad things today so far, but for me, if every defender in the game ever had stand your ground, I would quit. I'm not even kidding. It would be literally impossible. Make Oda, dude, make any character comic book accurate, Samir. I mean, really. Don't hold back. Yeah, you guys better hope and pray there's no Kabam devs in here right now. They might take our ideas and run with them. Oh, dominated. Ten-star Carolina. I wonder what kind of numbers a 10-star would throw up, dude. Like, just thinking about it is kind of insane. Thanos has a special 3 where he snaps his fingers and it's a coin flip on if you die. That's creative, Dave. I like that. 50% chance. That would actually be so sick. You just fade to dust. Or if you draft Thanos in Battlegrounds, your opponent's team, half of them just disappear. He can use his abilities outside of the fights themselves. Release Ares as a playable champ. Keep his kit the same. Oh, that would be so awful. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'd be cooked. Just give every character a gun. Man, well, man just deletes. I know that's like the Thanos team or King's team or whatever. He's such a good rank 4, actually. I thought I might regret it, but I don't. You're tired of counting stars? We'll probably get there, Wolverine. It'll be like 6x or like 7x or something. Because, like, even if you look at some graphics, like some areas in the game, the stars are definitely like a little bit further than they should be. It like kind of looks goofy. While we're at it though, let's also change how the buffs are displayed, because when you're doing like symbiote incursions, like it almost covers up the entire left side of the screen. Give us the option to show certain buffs like in a different way. I don't know. There's got to be something you could do. Zombie Uncle Ben. 10-star Steve? No, he'd break the game. That'd be too powerful. Even a 2-star Steve would be too powerful, man. Give Yelena protection like Thanos, Deathless Thanos. That'd be horrible. She already feels like she does. Give every new champ death touch. Who still hasn't gotten a nerf? Dude, if this game lasts another, I don't know, 20 years, Serpent will be the least of your worries, I promise. It will not be Serpent at the top of the game, that is for sure. Maybe then they will have finally added 3D Man. Watch, and then Groot will be the best champion in the game. The giant combo count? Yeah, I think that gets really annoying on mobile. I don't mind any of the buff stuff that much on PC, by the way, because I'm playing on a monitor, of course, but like on mobile, it kind of drives me insane. And even like I get kind of annoyed with all the buffs and debuffs, like with nodes, especially when you get in incursions, even on PC, because they're constantly moving around. They're not in like a fixed location. Sometimes I'm like, crap, dude, do I have a power sting on me? Let me go scan like 5 rows of buffs and debuffs real quick. Like, is it safe to throw a special? I have no idea. It's just kind of a one other thing you have to pay attention to. Or like, is my parry about to run out? I have no idea, because it keeps jumping along the defenders like buffs and debuffs. It drives me crazy, dude. Can it just be like stamped in place, you know? Would that be too much to ask? Give Gina unblockable and undexable specials? Dude, that would be horrible. She would be such a tough defender. She already kind of is. Swap Groot and Serpent's kits. No, give Groot a hammer as well. Dude, I was watching, I watched the OG Guardians of the Galaxy movie today. I don't know why, I just kind of felt like it. Groot is a badass, dude. He beats the crap out of a ton of people in that movie. And then you switch over to MCOC, and he is such a joke. I think he could do for, like, a full rework. Like, animations and all, too. Like, in the movie, he makes a shield with, like, his arm to block the bullets when they're in the prison scene. That could be his block animation. That would be really cool. Like, you kind of have a similar thing with, like, Warlock. A little bit. I haven't seen the video, Samir, but I've heard about it. I think that person is in Call Me Waps Alliance, by the way. You recruited him, I believe. Ugh, my eyes are so dry today, man. It's probably a change in the weather. Drying my eyes out a little bit more. Time to start getting bloody noses all the time, too. It gets really dry in the winter time. You've been good? Sorry, my wife is going to rob a bank. She's just letting me know so that I can afford the Cyber Monday deals this year. RP, what's up, man? How you doing? You only have 3 paths left? Dude, Samir, I'm happy for you, man. I'm excited for your opening when you explore everything. I did save it, Dave, yeah. I did save it. As much as I really, really want to open it, there's just not really too much worth it for me. It's not worth rolling the dice on it right now. I stand to gain a lot more by opening it in December. You know winter's on its way back when you stick your hand in a bag of salt and vinegar chips and it burns? Dude, okay, dry skin, that makes sense. I was gonna say, how does that make any sense? Dude, I love salt and vinegar chips, by the way. I have not played raids. We just do normal raids, by the way, because we're too chill for Nightmare. I don't think we'd do it clear, even if it was Nightmare. Why does Gentle suck in raid, or why does CGR suck in raids? If I had to wager a guess, it's probably because some of the boosts gain a buff for CGR, and that will ruin his rotation. If I had to guess, that's the interaction. Dude, I can't say anything, Dave. But, by the way, I can't believe that it was so easily robbed, from what it sounds like. Tell Gentle to stop light intercepting. He doesn't listen to me, Widow. One of you guys cleared the first boss. That must have been expensive. Right? I don't think you can do that without buying revives. Unless he had like some extras. If there's some kind of champion selector at Cyber Weekend and you can get Kushala, you might have to struggle for a month. It's time to break out the ramen and spaghetti dinners. Mortgage the house. Or, hear me out. You take your paycheck, you take it to Las Vegas, you throw it on red. Boom. There's all your Cyber Monday dollars. Just kidding, don't do that. Don't rely on gambling like that to live. Unwise. You're already gambling in MCOC to begin with. Plain rice for a month. I mean, they can retire if they don't ever get caught. Like, you gotta think, like, the full weight of the government is probably bearing down on you for robbing a place, like, as popular as the Louvre. Like, it's a bold move, Cotton. They can almost... Yeah, they actually robbed the Louvre just so that they could place top 1 during the banquet this year. One of your guys is a rice farmer and they're harvesting right now? Yeah, they would be. I mean, in some parts of the world, I guess. That whole process is kind of cool, by the way. They, like, flood the field with water. It's kind of interesting. You only gamble in useless video games on your phone? That's smart living, Samir. I pretty much same. Although occasionally I'll feel pretty confident and I'll send it with a football bet, you know? Like $5 though. Not really much. Only bet what you're okay to lose, guys. That goes for spending on this game too, by the way. I read like a rage post the other day that one of my buddies sent me from an alliance that they were in. And it was this guy rage quitting the game because he spent like $1,000 or so and didn't get good champions. And I'm like, dude, like, that's the risk you run, man. This game is a huge gamble. Like, the sad part is we could get nothing on Banquet, basically. I find it unlikely by as many units as we have, but still, could happen. Some Rocket League crates? Yeah. And FIFA. Dude, FIFA can get pretty addicting. I had a guy who would spend, or I knew a guy growing up, and he spent like all his income all the time on opening FIFA packs, basically. It was like he he knew full well it was an addiction though. I doubt he does anymore, but because we were just kind of stupid, immature people at the time. I'm saving up as many as I are humanly possible, RP. As many as I get from now until December. Unless that, like I said, unless there's something that is just completely and utterly like irresistible for Cyber Monday, I don't plan to spend a single unit on in-game stuff. I mean, maybe I'd impulse buy a Valiant Crystal here or there, who knows? Yeah, I know the feel, Samir. I mean, you know my chase champion. Oh, how many do I have right now? Like 29k. Which is, it's kind of crazy. I feel like Mr. Moneybags. Most units I've ever had by far. The official count, though, almost 30k. Actually, after today, I'll be really close to 30k. And I have 4.2 milli battle chips. So technically, I'm probably closer to 40k. I know, Samir. Dude, it's rough out there, dude. It really is. We'll get it. We'll get our white whale. We'll get him. I mean, there very well could be like a selector or a Cyber Monday where you could get Kushala. 30k units is crazy. Just a lot of arena RP. A lot of arena. All my units, like, there's a little bit I've gotten from spending, but only from the Plat Pass. So other than the Plat Pass, all of my units just come from arena grinding. Just on stream every day. Or most days, not every day, but... yeah, I've never grinded, like, arena this, like, consistently in my life. And it stacks up really fast. I know, what's crazy, Samir, is we're hunting champions with, like, opposing classes as well. But yeah, I don't even have... I mean, there's a viewer that comes in fairly frequently, and he plays arena more than me. And he's got way more units. Or I actually... wait, he might have spent some. No, I think he still has more units than me. He opened his battle chips recently, though. Yeah, the Plat Pass is like... at least right now, definitely the most worth. That's a big Serpent crit. Yeah, Serpent's not that bad for raids, man. I used him for raids once upon a time. Dude, Shuri versus Shuri. Bring it. Slurpent. Yeah, I think, like... dude, I think last year I had, like, half as many units as I do now. You finally bought it solely because of Indian Spidey? I think a lot of people are... like, they put a really good champion in there. Or, like, a really likable. I mean, the jury's still out on if he'll be good or not. I don't know a single person who doesn't like that character in those movies. Hopefully they can do him some justice. Hopefully he's not just like another nothing burger of a champion. That would be tragic. Dude, I have so many armor ups, that's crazy. IT Spidey? What the heck? Justice for Yondu? Whoa, Zemo! We can have both, okay? Time means T. You're saying TT. That's like when people say JKing, right? Just kidding-ing. Dude, I do want a 7-star Yondu. I still think it's so silly they buffed him and then they were like, yeah, psych, not 7-star champ yet. It's like, what? Same with Rhino. I mean, people aren't really up in arms about Rhino, though. That thumbnail's a masterpiece? You think so, Walrus? Well, the person who made it will be thrilled to hear that. That would be my wife. All the thumbnails, by the way, people don't really give the thumbnails the praise they deserve, especially these last few weeks. But I hope you guys have enjoyed them. If you're the kind of person that just ignores the thumbnail and clicks on the stream, you should go check them out. There've been some absolute bangers the last couple weeks. Can't believe I know, before GTA 6 even. Man, I'm glad I was able to play this game and stream today with like the Amazon Web Service issues. There's been so many things that were offline today. But yeah, my wife, she's been doing the thumbnails. Her artistic prowess is unmatched. She would love to hear that. Thank you. She's not here right now. She went to the stove, but when she gets back, I'll tell her. Oh, you bet. I guess he'd auto-block it anyway, huh? You got a new guy who actually plays the game more than you? I mean, I know a couple people that probably play the game more than you. My moderator, for one, I know right now he's playing the game more than anyone in the game. What? In fact, that's probably why WAP's not even in here, man. Do her other nails too? That she did. I don't know what you're talking about, RP. She does thumbnails? No. No, I just asked her to spruce up my thumbnail a little bit with like different Halloween costumes. Maybe if I get to the point like where I'm making a lot of money off of YouTube, which that's in the distant future, it would be cool to like employ her to make my thumbnails. She just likes doing that kind of stuff as a hobby though. She doesn't really like to do drawing like for money and stuff. You guarantee you play much more than WAP? Not since the bounty thing dropped, I promise. Maybe like regularly, Zemo, but not right now, I promise. If he was in here, he'd back me up, I promise. Like he's yeah. He's going for Bastion in the Realm event. Oh! Dang, Spider Camo didn't help you out there, did it, bud? Oh, it did right there, though. I don't know what his weekly super event is. Yeah, WAP's been on the game 14 hours every day, Zemo. But like I said, outside of that, you're probably correct, but definitely not right now. Oh, man, imagine I would have got the full dex. But yeah, right, like overall you probably do play more. Ever since the EQ changed, you find you're playing a lot less? I think I'm playing about the same amount. I mean, I'm obviously playing more because I'm live streaming, but like I don't know. I don't really notice a difference too much, really. I also, to be fair, like I wasn't the kind of guy that would grind all the lower difficulty EQ. So where on earth he works from home, Dave, and his job is a little bit less involved than other jobs. That's Lee. Yeah, well, he's grinding for Bastion. He doesn't normally play that long. Also, welcome in, Lee. How you doing, man? He's made really good progress, though. He's probably going to burn himself out for a few months. Widow, you got it's a normal thing. You'll realize it eventually. Your job is... Well, that's quite the job. Hello, Mole Man Enjoyer. What's up, stud? How you doing, man? They're terrifying. Widow goes to sleep at night and has nightmares, and all it is he's just surrounded by job applications. Oh my gosh. I don't blame you, man. Jobs are terrifying. Absolutely destroyed, man. What a nice guy, Jack-o'-lantern, adjusting the camera. I think he's just maybe misunderstood. Got him. Dude, if Enchantress had more damage, she'd actually be so fun to play. Surrounded by job applications sounds like a nightmare. Working 25-hour days. Yeah, dude, I will say, like... How do I really word this? I feel like a job isn't what it used to be in, like... At least from my understanding, like, nowadays. It seems like nowadays, at least with, like, the culture where I'm at, it seems like people try to really extort their employees. Like, always trying to guilt trip you, even though it's not your business. You don't own it. Like, they expect you to just, like, job first, family last kind of deal. Where it feels like, at least from, like, what I've heard, like, back in the day, it felt like it was just like a job was a supplementary thing, you know, and like you could survive off one income and all that stuff. It kind of feels like, I don't know, the like environment around the job has shifted significantly to where it feels like employers just want you to be a zombie that like works all day, you give it your all, and then that's your life, you know? At least that's been my experience with a lot of the employment I've had. Yeah, she has tons of damage. It just takes so long to get there. Like, definitely, like, corporate jobs are like that. I think, like, you're a little bit, like, safer if you're in more of a, like, ma and pa kind of business. But usually then you're not making a livable wage like you used to be. But it also like heavily depends on where you live, I think. I think some economies like are different, you know, better than others. And the culture itself is different. I don't know. I haven't like fully spent time to unpack all my thoughts around it. So that's just kind of like my initial thoughts, you know. Those are kind of like larger things in life that I enjoy like taking time to think about and like really develop thoughts about. Whoa, you hit me there? Okay. I guess I had to fumble, huh? She isn't worth the ramp. Yeah, I don't think so. I agree. It's cool that like Enchantress can be so versatile. Though, like she can do a lot of things. Still have a secret family on the side. Yeah, Dave, I do think like it is kind of annoying how the meta, yeah, the living meta, I guess, has shifted to like both parents working in the home versus like just having a guy or I guess a girl, depending, like every dynamic is different, right? But like having a single source income. Like what's crazy is like the world used to be in such a state, at least in America. I don't claim to know like the economics of other countries. where you could have one guy and he works at a cash register his whole life in the local supermarket, and that guy can support a family of 5 and own a house. But like, that's not the thing anymore. Unless you're willing to, like, I don't know, only eat every other day, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I saw it, Zemo. High Evolutionary, Zola, and Mystic Spider-Man? That's not too bad, stud. You have a good prestige champion there. Potentially a good candidate for a buff as well. And then Mystic Spidey is no slouch. Yeah, if only I could, like, go back, like, I don't know, 10, 15 years, probably like 15, 20 years in the past, and tell my younger self to invest in Bitcoin. Big mistake. Yeah, I don't want to get too deep into it, RP, just because that veers more into the political aisle of things. But I think there's an element of that that's true, but I think that's mostly a talking point they use to distract you from the fact that the government is kind of a bigger culprit. That's my opinion, but like I said, I don't like going too deep into those things. It's too polarizing of a topic. But yeah. Yeah, Nvidia. I mean, Nvidia, Apple, Bitcoin, Nike. Just all the big stocks. Or OpenAI. That would be a good one to invest in. Or I would make my money in the betting market. I would tell my kid self, be like, okay, you're going to go slap a bet down during the Falcons Patriots Super Bowl. And you're going to bet that the Falcons blow their lead and then profit. Can do all that now? That's true. That's true. If you have income to invest. I mean, it's always good. Like, you should still... even those stocks that have hit highs... invest in real estate? Yeah. That's good, Lee. Nvidia. Oh, Tesla. That's another one that could have given you insane gains as well. Just any Silicon Valley like company, like startup that's now successful, really. That's where a lot of money is. Bang. Yeah. Tesla lost a lot of money. Hey, buy low, dude. You only lose money when you sell. Yeah, if you're making your main income real estate, I think it's really dangerous. But like if you have like if you got like rental properties and stuff, which I think is what he's more referring to. A little safer. Poor Tigra. But I mean, the thing about Tesla that people don't really realize is like it's not even really the cars. They just have a chokehold on like the charging stations and infrastructure. They like rent it out to a ton of other electric car manufacturers. That's where they make a lot of bank. And then another thing when you think about it, right? Like these smart cars harvest your data. Tesla can sell your location data. They can sell like GPS kind of stuff to Google, stuff like that. Like they're a lot more of a company than people realize they are. Whether like if people turn in a couple trucks here and there or cars here and there, like they're fine. People don't realize that Tesla is a data company as well as like a goods company. They could sell data on places you drive by every day to people that broker ads. Like there's a lot of stuff behind Tesla. That's why I think it'd probably never... I'm not going to say it's too big to fail, but it feels that way. They have a lot of different revenue streams. You upgraded your 6-star Cole today since you needed another Godzilla counter? Yeah, he's a beast, Nick. If you can get him as a 7-star at any point in the future, definitely go for it. I don't know how I just dodged out of that special, but I'll take it. Yeah, my eventual goal to get fully set up is kind of similar to that, Lee. I think it would be fun to manage real estate. Just kind of a different thing to learn as well, too, which I always really enjoy. Cole is already a he's not coming to the basic, but he is a 7-star, yeah. Actually, wait, was he in that graphic? He might have been. I don't think he was. Maybe? I don't know. I'd have to look again. I'm sure someone in the chat will answer that in like 2 seconds. Yep, there it is. Sophine is still laggy. Love to see it. Love to see it. That December like basic pool update is going to be, oh man, it's going to hit so hard. That being said, we probably, unless we get lucky, won't have any basics to open for it because we're still hunting the pig, man. That's the unfortunate thing, is once they hit the basic, your chances of getting that spider ham or that kushala that you're chasing is going to go way down. 7-star anti-venom? Yeah, he's a good champion, Dave. Yeah, I think there's a lot of people I've seen that are doing the same thing, Walrus. Dude, Kabam servers, I don't know if they're going to be able to handle it. Genuinely, like there's going to be so many people opening basic crystals. Nice, RP. Yeah. Dude, that's why I think like if you're gonna dilute the basic that much, you have to give us dual class crystals, man. Please. Like it almost feels hopeless trying to target certain champions now. I think it's time. Like I really think it's time that they make the change. Just like they did for the 6 stars, you know? Give me at least a dual class crystal that I can use. I think it's like, it's more than fair. I think you could have already added it by now, truthfully, but definitely after the December champion dump. Or one thing they could do, well... Okay, what would you guys think of a system where... okay, so for those of you that have played other, like, gacha games, sometimes there's something called a wish system, where you can select certain heroes or cards or whatever you want, and they'll get a small boost to the odds in, like, the crystal or draw mechanic in that game. I wonder how that would do in a game like this, right? Like, I could maybe go to the 7-star basic, and I could select up to, like, let's say 3 champions that I want boosted odds for. Maybe that would help the problem. I think dual class crystals would probably be better, maybe. But eventually those also become diluted, right? Like I was hunting Red Magneto for a legit eternity at some point. I think that could maybe be a good thing to implement, honestly. Some sort of like wish mechanic. Just learn how to be lucky. Yeah, not a bad idea. Like a pity system? You could have a pity system in there too. What I'm talking about would be different though. I don't think a pity system would be the worst thing either, Samir. I just think like inevitably when the game roster is so large, you need something to make it feel less like a crapshoot a little bit. I think a pity system could work in this game. The pity system is crappy, Zemo. Like, it's really bad. I think he's talking about the, like, featured crystals. Like, if you buy 100, you get a guaranteed 7-star. Oh, they mentioned something like that already, Mac? I don't remember that. I guess it was 3 years ago. I wasn't really watching Dev Diaries back then. They probably changed it into what we have now. But yeah, I think a wish system would be better. Like you could definitely have a better pity system. I think, like, regardless how they solve the problem, I think it is a problem, though. And there needs to be a solution. Normally, I wouldn't I wouldn't care that much and just let it be luck of the draw. But, like, there is stuff in this game where, like, certain champions just make that content easier. And it would be cool to be able to not have to just get lucky, you know? So close. There we go. Oh, you wish I had started Be Dizzle Alliance? I'm thinking about it, Dave. The thing is, like, I don't want to have to kick any of you guys, you know? That's like probably my biggest hang up. Is that like I would feel bad if like I would kick inactive people. Or like if I wasn't the one running it, I would want whoever it was to kick the inactive people. My fear would be that, like, people would get really upsetty spaghetti around it. And, I wouldn't want that to happen. I'd rather just try to keep peace, you know? After a certain amount of summons, you get tokens and can trade them in for a class crystal or a selector. Maybe. Maybe. Kick you, it would be an honor. Oh, thank you, Dave. No, I've thought about it. I think there's ways I could do it, but I don't know. Well, RP, that's not exactly a selling point. Teaming with someone who's a maniac? No, I'm an honorable guy. I like to think I would probably, if I did jump ship, I would give other alliances that have already invited me first choice or first dibs. They could test the wish system on lower star ratings and they wouldn't have started. Yeah, like that's the thing is like I think they could easily test it. Yeah, I saw that, Zemo. Like I think like it wouldn't hurt to test. Like I think the player base would be receptive to it. I don't think there's anybody that would be annoyed that like they could get champions they prefer, like have a boosted odds for it. And you don't have to do that in the Valiant pool or anything. Like I think you could keep like your Valiant and like Paragon and Cavs and premiums and stuff. I think you could have that be fine. Like you wouldn't use the wish system for it, but maybe like your 7-star basics where you already know it's going to be a 7-star or 6-star or whatever. Maybe you could put it in there. It is, Walrus. Yeah, I mean, I would think so too, Samir. I just, sometimes like things like that, there can be drama just created out of thin air. And I just don't want it. I don't like having a lot of that kind of stuff in my community as it is, you know? That's my fear. I'm not saying it would happen or anything. It could be all the way, like in the future, it could be a subscriber thing. That would, I don't know. I have no idea. You have good players that don't even speak English. You translate everything. Dude, we're going to have AI doing that for us soon, man. It's getting pretty good at translation. That'll be cool. I already can scroll through Twitter and see that, like, Twitter will translate messages for me, which is wild. James, what's up, man? Having a good one. How about you? I don't know. I would definitely give you guys like, if I did have an alliance, it would be a chill alliance. Like we would probably push high gold and that might be it. I'm gonna be honest. I have no idea. Yeah, dude, ChatGPT is the move. So I don't know. I don't know that I would make a choice like that. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know when I would make a choice like that. Like, I almost wanted to wait, want to wait for something like that until maybe after December. But if I was gonna start an alliance, I'd want to do it soon before the like December cutoff is for like alliance, like banquet stuff. Oh, I thought I punched him first. Rude. Wow, that did actually nothing. My goat, Joe, fix it, bro. Pick the thinking model every time. There's a massive IQ difference between default GPT-5. Yeah, I use GPT-4. What if you create drama because there's no alliance? Whoa, whoa, whoa. No mob rule in this chat, Dave. Good try, though. Yeah, Walrus, it can be kind of annoying, actually. You don't do everything to keep you happy. Hey, that's a better pitch than I'm a maniac, or whatever it was. Oh, you dodged that, Mr. Void? That's okay, you won't dodge this one. You idiot. Imagine taking damage because you walked over a mine. Oh, he's so close. Oh, he did hit the mine. Never mind. Best victory animation incoming. Just kidding. He looks goofy. You agree? Because it'd make class champs easier. You still hate that the 6-star class crystals are 2.5. Yeah, Samael. And I feel like if they did it to 7 stars, they would make them even more expensive. Just because, really. Now he's manipulating. You have to be a maniac to be good at building an organization? I don't think that's true. I guess it depends on your definition of maniac. I don't know. I just feel like you need to have some sort of agency over who you pull. Or like some feeling that you're more likely to get a champion you're searching for. Because like the more super saturated the basic pool becomes, the more depressing it is to open basics. Like, because you're going to be more likely to just get a champion you don't want, you know? And I can speak from experience, right? I feel like I've opened, like, no kidding, maybe 100 crystals in search for Spider-Ham at this point. Like, it's actually getting ridiculous. And, like, it kind of, like, torches the joy of opening a basic. But if I could go in and know that at least, like, I'm getting super screwed, like, I still have an increased chance at Ham, I'm just not getting him, I would feel better than if it was just, like, a roll of the dice, but that dice is, like, 100+ sides to it, you know? Like, yeah, I think there needs to be some sort of choice or illusion of choice of some kind. You're way behind. Well, I'm glad you're caught up, Samael. Dude, Gore into Longshot, the best matchup there is. So yeah, I don't know. Like, it's a difficult problem. I think Kabam, like, I don't know. If they introduce like 8 stars, which they're not even close to doing, that would probably remedy the problem in their eyes, but they're not. I think they need to solve it before it starts becoming a problem. Like, people in this community will always find things to complain about. If there's one thing I know about MCOC players, right? Right now, we have plenty of things to complain about, but if we ever don't, I guarantee you it's going to be something like that. And it feels like they should just get out in front of it, you know? Spidey, what's up, man? Oof. That's tough, man. Enjoy your debuffs, Longshot. Dude, 7-star Aegon will be legit. However we get him. I really hope he isn't paywalled too hard. if at all. Ooh, Zola can get a Fury. I really have no idea how to do anything on offense with Zola other than his heavy attack. 6-star Aegon was your first rank 5? Not too bad of a choice. Jamo scored 0 points? Wow. That's not good. I was seeing a lot of hype around him having potentially a big game, Spidey. Like, there were a lot of, there are some betting people I follow, and they were predicting a big game from Jamo. That sucks, man. I saw he got called for offensive pass interference. That would have been, like, a pretty decent play. Which always hurts, man. Ah, AI with the parry. Actually, I should check. I think I lost. I think I lost this week. I know I did for sure in one league. Yeah, I'm cooked. Unless JSN goes off for like 30 points, then I lost. That sucks. Oh well. Everyone on my bench was injured this week. Unfortunately, I couldn't really play a team. Man, Rashad White did like nothing. Need JSN to light it up, dude. I need like a 3-touchdown JSN game. Have I seen Victor Wembanyama? I've seen like a game where he's played in. Is he doing anything crazy this year? Or different? Wemby's kind of a beast though. Ugh, MODOK, you bother the crap out of me, dude. Ugh. Whoever let MODOK's auto block trigger parry really hates everybody. If you would have started Judkins, you would have won by 8. Yeah, okay, I thought he would do good. I didn't think he would do that good. That was... Man, the Dolphins are more of a mess than I thought. I hate being a fan of this franchise. It's painful. Quishon Judkins. Dude, I got my Zemo. Wait, he got taller? How does that even happen? That's crazy. That feels like maybe his initial height was inaccurate. That's crazy. He was already like freakishly tall. Boban, dude, I love Boban. He's so funny. No, Mangog. Punching time. Currently 132 champs in the base pool, meaning that there is a 0.0075 repeating % chance of getting the champ you want. It's 50-50. Yes, Spidey coming in with the Bedizzle math. I love it. Well, hopefully Wemby doesn't get injured. That's the risk you always run with those really tall guys. Like, it's good that he put some more meat on them bones. But I feel like a lot of tall guys have their career end early because of, like, crazy bad injuries. But that guy's crazy. Leroy. Yeah, can we get run the numbers on that? Wemby can do the splits. That's actually, I mean, that sounds like hard to believe, but that's probably good for, like I said, how big of a guy he is. He might have to take some falls once in a while. You've never seen Wemby body check a guy like that and not be knocked back? That's scary, man. I don't really watch a lot of basketball, but I do know Victor Wembanyama and, like, how big he is. Dude is, like, insane. Can you imagine trying to live life while being that tall, by the way? Like, that would actually be horrible. Like he has to seriously duck if he's going through doors, you know? That would be incredibly awful. That would not be a fun life to have. Yeah, I'll check that out after this, RP. Or you could tweet it at me if you want. My Twitter is linked in the description below. Ugh, bruh. So close. Oh, he's dead anyway. He's rich, so he's fine. I mean, I bet the doors in his house are probably so unbelievably tall. They're probably huge, man. What's Twitter? Oh, yeah, don't you mean X? The platform formerly known as Twitter? Yeah, I'll always call it Twitter. He has to, even in the Spurs facility, man, that's crazy. You would think they would, like, try to move heaven and earth for him and raise the roof a little bit. With as important to the team as he is, man. Some people are just, like, so blessed with height in basketball, it's crazy. What's crazy about Wemby is how mobile he is for how tall of a person he is. Dude, she'll join your roster eventually, Samir. It just takes a 0.0075% chance. You'll get there. What's Twitter? No, literally. You've never heard of it? It's just a social media website. Somebody carry you through incursions? Travis, there might be people in the chat willing to do that for you. I don't know. I think most of the people in my chat have already done it, though. Shout out to anyone lurking, by the way. If you haven't done the symbiote incursions, Travis is looking for someone to help him clear it. As well as, like, 5 people in my alliance. You could just, you know, get them, you get their butts in gear. Yeah, it's not too bad solo. You'll do it for $200? Yeah, RP, that maniac is showing, man. MLB, who's it between, Walrus? I know Shohei Ohtani's been electric. Not that I've watched any of the games, but I've seen on social medias. I should do an incursions tutorial. I thought about it, RP, but there's a lot of them out there already. I don't have like content creator privilege, so it would be hard to throw something like that out in time. And like when I was trying to make one, I was kind of thinking to myself like, yeah, like there's just too many out there already, I think. I don't think there's really much I could add to the conversation. Not that that's like the best excuse, like I still think it might be worth it to make one, but I don't know. He had 3 home runs and struck out 10 batters. That's impressive, man. I've said it before, but nothing feels better than hitting a home run, by the way. It's an incredible feeling of euphoria. But I mean, these incursions, if you really boil it down to it, you guys, here's my tutorial, okay? You make sure you have all your pre-fights on the symbiote. If you can, you get stun potency and duration up. Special 1, dash back, medium, light, 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 medium. Special 1, dash back, medium, light, 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 medium. Special 1, dash back, medium, light, 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 medium. And you stun lock your way to victory. If you can't do that, medium, 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 dash back, special 2. Bing, bada, boom. There it is. I could make a short. That might not be a bad idea. Blue Jays and Mariners. Jays took the lead in bottom 7. Jeez. I like players like Shohei are good for MLB. I feel like the love for MLB is not where it used to be. You got on base once in a Little League games 9 years ago. Hey, that's an achievement in and of itself, Spidey. I pretty much played baseball like my whole childhood. I only ever hit 1 home run, like out of the park home run. Or over the fence. I mean, there wasn't a park I was ever playing in, but... Felt good, man. I can't really describe it. Like, you just know as soon as you hit it that that thing is gone. It just feels so clean when you hit a homer. That really does sum up incursions. I know. Meanwhile, you have people on YouTube trying to milk the ad revenue and making like 20-minute tutorials. I feel like there's not that much that goes into it. At least in my opinion. I mean, there's like, I don't know, maybe other parts to it, I guess. Not many things feel worse than giving up a homer. Yeah. I don't know if I ever... I'm sure somebody jacked a homer on me at some point. That's kind of like... comes with the territory when you pitch really, really fast. Is like, if somebody makes contact and they're swinging hard, it's a little more likely to go. Furies and prowess? Yeah. Yeah, I said that, RP. You swam and played basketball? I played basketball in like a rec setting. I didn't play it competitively like I did baseball. And then I played like backyard football with my friends, which I really loved. I wish my parents would have got me into football, but I never like played on a team or anything. Only in kickball. Dude, kickball is a fun sport. I wish it was more popular. I love sports in general. It's like the only way you could really get me to work out. I don't really like running for fun or like lifting weights and stuff like that, but I could play a sport all day. And that was kind of how I stayed in shape. Water polo is what you're thinking of, RP. Water polo is actually pretty crazy. They're like treading water constantly. I think like if you can, like I think everybody should try and play a sport when they're young. I think it just builds like a lot of good like character traits, you know? Are we gonna go all the way to the corners? No, we're not. Okay. Good. Oh, you thought. Them are numbers right there, chat. Don't think you scored any either. Dude, when I was playing like rec basketball, like when I was a little lad, my parents would give me $2 per basket scored. But like I felt like there were so many times I just wouldn't score because like there was so much pressure riding on it. And I refused to be the ball hog in basketball too. I was like more of an assist kind of guy. It's crazy how selfish people can be in like rec basketball. There were a couple people on the team where I was like, dude, just pass the ball. But you know, you want to be the star when you're a little kid. I get it. I didn't get it when I was a kid though, and it actually like ticked me off to no end. I was like, dude, stop shooting the ball if you're getting like guarded so heavily. Pass the ball. Like it's hard for people at a young age to understand that. It's already too late for you? Yeah. That's kind of like the thing with football for me. Like by the time I really realized I really loved playing football, it was way too late. Soccer and hockey, that's quite the combo. Dude, your legs were probably absolutely jacked though. Like skating and like running around a soccer field. You're probably one of those kids that had like infinite stamina. I had a couple friends like that. They in PE and gym, they would run the mile in like no time at all, and they would run the entire thing, never have to stop, stuff like that. Throwing the dime pass makes a better highlight. Dude, it does though, Walrus. It does. The kicking it out to the corner. You only scored an own basket and you were mainly out there to and dang. I don't know that I ever scored an own goal in basketball, but it's actually it happened so much more than you would think it would. If you're playing like little league rec basketball, it's so funny if you're like ever watching it. Like I have some nephews that played like rec ball and stuff. All the parents going ballistic, telling their kid not to shoot it, like it's the wrong hoop and stuff. But to be fair, like, bro, just stop changing up which direction we're supposed to be going, okay? Just let us only play on one basket the whole game. Let's just throw that normal, like, basketball rule out. It's too confusing for a small brain. Boom. Sports are fun, man. I miss, like, I used to have a little bit of a, like, morning basketball routine with my old high school buddies. And then they all moved away. So now I sit here, my basketball collecting dust. MCOC is my sport now, you feel me? arena. I tell you what, my thumbs are in the best shape they've ever been in. I don't know if anyone compares. All right, guys, I'll be right back. In the meantime, drop a like on the stream if you're enjoying yourself. I will be back in a little bit. Go grab some hydration and stuff. Hey, have a good one, Samir. Dropping by. All right, I'm back. What are your other two wishes? All right. Howard. Got him. Spidey, did you see that Mike Evans got a concussion? And hurt his shoulder? That's going to be painful. You're a Mike Evans owner. Oh, what? I thought I dexed that. Don't get me wrong, I like that he, like, Quicksilver is finally in the basic. But I really hate fighting Quicksilver, so I'm kind of annoyed that now I have to fight him more often in Arena. I kind of got his special one timing down, though. That was a problem I had for a while. Because, like, BS of 8 is annoying as well, but that I can deal with, I guess. Man thing. Alright. Dude, Sabretooth, the best champion in the game. What they did to this man is criminal. Borderline illegal, by the way. I wish the champions that had like partial ramp built into their kit for battlegrounds also had it built in for arena. That would be really nice. Like, let's let Cole start with some cool charges, Sabretooth start with some furies. All that fun stuff. They're two of the characters you have the hardest time fighting for no reason. Northstar doesn't bother me too bad. It's just like he spams a lot of special attacks because his like power efficiency thing. If Northstar's awakened, he can actually be kind of annoying too. Because then he's just like tankier. But overall, like Northstar I don't mind near as much as Quicksilver. I don't mind playing as either champion. I actually really like the speed gimmick, but man, it just feels weird when they're a defender. Sometimes. There can be some like particularly nasty nodes for both of them too. I wonder if we'll get another speedster anytime soon. You get clipped by their basics a lot, even their specials. You can normally dex both. I can usually dex definitely both special ones. Quicksilver Special 2 is a little bit more consistent than Northstar Special 2. That one I'll get once in a while. I just don't fight Northstar enough to like feel like really confident indexing that special. Like there's a couple champions like that in the game where like even though I've been playing a long time and I've seen each champion special multiple times by now, that like I still just don't really dex very well because you just never see them on defense really, or like as a defender. And they kind of like fit that bill. I feel like you probably see Quicksilver on defense more, though. He's a little more problematic, I think, than Northstar is. Show me the jazz hands. There they are. Captain Marvel movie special 1. Yeah, I'll still occasionally get clipped by that. The last hit of the special 1 will get me sometimes. It also feels like there's something jank with her AI. It feels like sometimes, like, the AI just knows when you're dexing, or, like, you're just dodging back for spacing, and it'll fire the special 1 before you can, like, dex. Come on, mister. Yeah, it's like let's see, another one like Captain Marvel movie, it would be like Yellow Jacket special one. That one will clip me like at least, well, not every single time, but I feel like you have to dex that one really late to where like it's a second or a millisecond before. It's kind of crazy. Ah, see, that was another beam, but at least I dexed most of it. There we go. Viv Vision was really tricky for a while, and then I fought that horrible Viv Vision in Epoch. I'm a little bit better at the special one now. Almost there. Does anybody know what like new, if any, content we're getting on Wednesday? Is there any fun stuff on Game Reset? Some specials that don't have or match their visual cues throw you off? Dude, okay, they're same. There's some special attacks on here. I don't know if they have the same problem on mobile or not. I actually need to do the testing. Where, like, they just are special attacks with no sound at all. It might be, like, a bug, like, for the PC version. I'm not sure, but, like, Arnim Zola has a special attack that, at least for me, is completely silent. I don't know. It's kind of annoying, though. I don't think it's normal. Yeah, it makes things like a little bit harder than they need to be. My goat, Nova. Surprised we never saw Nova in the MCU. Or maybe we have, and I just missed that project. Oof, this is actually a horrible matchup. I didn't really think about it. Oops. Thought I was out of the... You play with the sound off? Dude, I could never. I could never. I tried it before, but keep forgetting that's not going to connect. You know what? Who cares? Let's just give him all the charges. There we go. Yeah, if there's ever like a fight I have to go serious mode for, I'll turn my sound on. If I'm playing on mobile, I'll turn my sound off because usually I'm playing in like a public place or something like that. And I I don't want people to get annoyed. Or especially my wife. If we're watching a movie and I'm like running the daily quest or something, I'll make sure the sound's off, but that's about it. Like when I'm playing on stream, I need sound, man. Helps me. And I feel like when I'm playing with a controller, I need my reaction time to be as fast as it can be. Because there's a little bit of travel time on the inputs. Because I learned this game a certain way, and dang it, I refuse to change. I will continue to use the analog stick over the buttons. I will just take the input delay. It's okay. Just feels nicer to me. Ouch. King, stop, dude. Okay, give me a sec. I need to check something real quick. All right, there's one arena down, chat. Oh, never mind. I still have a fight. Sorry, Killmonger. We'll get you that dub, though. Oh, he had one more hit. Whoops. Okay, now I think that was our last fight. Hey, there we go. Hey, you have a good one, Moros. Thanks for dropping by, man. Appreciate you, man. Hope to see you tomorrow. Oh, okay. If I would have remembered to read the rest of the message, I would have seen that he said see you tomorrow. That gets me in trouble a lot, guys. Answering people before I fully hear their statement or question. Okay, I just want to run a couple 4 stars and then we'll get into the friendlies. Actually, man, how close are we to a 7-star basic? I know that's a really random thought. We can open these. What am I thinking? We should open some crystals, guys. Or the StatCast ones. I mean, they're kind of boring, but they could be hype. Who knows? I do need to open these really quick, though. Where is my stinking... There it is. Man, that took forever to get to. Oh, dude. That's actually a big pickup. You heard friendlies and got excited for revenge, but forgot. Yeah, we have the list that we're going from. Although some of those people have left, so the stream. Let's see, we need about... Oh my gosh, we have an Exalted Crystal, chat. Hold on now. Is this the time? Did we get a 7-star? Listen, we got one from a Nexus, but like, does that really count? Yes, but not really. That's an Exalted Nexus, not an Exalted Crystal. I want to see. Let's see if we can get lucky here, guys. If we get a new 7-star tonight, that would be elite. Come on, man. Come on. Come on. Cross your fingers and toes. If someone's not here, can you take their spot? Sure. Sure. Yeah. 7 stars continue to not exist in Exalted Crystals. Unless you have... Apparently I just have to open a Nexus. That's the only way I'll ever get one from those. Unfreaking believable, man. Ridiculous. Hold on, I might actually be able to cobble one together real quick. Sorry, I know we will get their friendlies, I promise. We'll only do a few. I think I might just keep that list as like a rolling list, maybe. Battlegrounds. Let's see, I need to get 5. Oh, we can do it. Yeah. We can do it, chat. We're opening a basic today, actually. Now you may think to yourself, but B-Dizzle, you're short. Am I? Not anymore, I'm not. Dude, that's exciting, Lee. I'm happy for you, man. I know you're a big Blue Jays guy. Okay, let's open these first, and then we'll go open a basic. We'll open a basic in celebration, Lee. That's sick, dude. Now you gotta get tickets. You gotta go to a game, Lee. Potentially once-in-a-lifetime opportunity right there. That's cool, dude. Dodgers and Jays. I would assume the Dodgers are probably favorite, since they have Shohei. Dang, now we're getting them dupes. This is a good relic to dupe, though. Are you allowed to claim the Blue Jays as a Bills fan? I don't know. Are you? I mean, if you're not a, I mean, you can always hop on the bandwagon. You already have tickets? Nice, Lee. Thinking ahead, I like it. Thinking ahead. Hey, there's a new StatCast. Dude, I need a 7-star. I got lucky when the first patch released, but I'll allow it. Dude, frick it. I'll put my support behind the Blue Jays. I don't have a horse in this race. Why not? I also, like I said, I assume they're the underdog, and I always love to cheer for the underdog. That's my favorite pastime. Man, thanks for nothing so far, game. It better really redeem itself with that 7-star basic, chat. We're getting close, Tim, but I'm drawing from the list that I made last stream of people that didn't get to do a friendly. So if you want to do a friendly, you're going to have to wait until that list is consumed. Probably, unless somebody isn't here, then I can draw between a different pool of people. Ugh, really? Gosh dang it. I mean, I'll take a 6-star. Not too shabby. But yeah, Tim, what I'll do if there's new people in here that aren't on my list of people that I gave priority to, I'll make a second list. And then if a person that I draw on the first list isn't here, which like I said, there are some people that have left stream that were on that list, then I'll draw from that other pool. I think that's the move. Jays are definitely the underdog? Okay, I'm rooting for the Jays. They have my full unwavering support. Sandman. Yeah, guys, get your guesses in for that 7-star basic. If you get it right, you get a crisp high 5 and increased 7-star luck for a week. 9 out of 10 dentists agree that that luck is actually a real thing and totally not something that I make up. You're assuming Shohei alone makes the Jays underdogs? I think, yeah, probably. I think a lot of people that bet, like, that are uneducated, like, Vegas bettors probably just get big googly eyes, you know, and they see Shohei and they assume that, like, the Dodgers are the best. Spider-Man Classics, your guess? Thank you, Saitama. Welcome in, man. Also, check this ish out, you guys. Look at how close we are. We need 3 more clears. 3. We are in striking distance. I'm obviously pulling the Abyss Nexus. I'd be a fool not to. Okay, I'll stop beating around the bush. Let's get that basic open and then get to... We'll just go straight into friendlies, I think. I know I said I was going to play some 4-star arena first, but... I did not actually... I forgot I had crystals to open, so... Jays are sneaky good. Dude, I trust you. I'm gonna lay a thou down. You know, I'll lay a couple thousand down on the Jays. Why not? All right, my guess is gonna be. I feel a cosmic champion in this crystal. But which one? Please don't be Serpent. That's all I'm asking. He's max sig. I'm sick of pulling Serpent. Please don't be War Machine, who has plagued me lately. It's gonna be Null, I think. I get a feeling it's gonna be Null. Ooh, Venom. That's a good guess, Wolverine. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got, guys. Come on. Give me the pig. Come on. I've been such a good little summoner this year. Come on. Kabam Santa. Come on, man. No, that's a good pull. I'm happy with it. Don't get me wrong, but no, I think that's a W. We're okay with this, chat. I'm very okay with that. He's pretty good, actually, still. A lot of energy champions lately that he just completely melts. That was a W pull, actually. I like that. I've been wanting Havoc. Dude, with that, I almost have every single mutant that's in the basic. I'm only missing Omega Red. And then Nightcrawler come December. And Deadpool X-Force, but that's actually crazy. I have almost every mutant. Oh my gosh. And this happened before I've even sniffed a Spider-Ham. Crazy, man. Crazy. Oh my gosh. Dang, that's a good pull, though. Nobody guessed Havoc, though. All right. Oh yeah, I have a rank up gem from the I should use that. Dude, I have a Cyclops counter now. Oh, dude, yeah, I want DPX as soon as I can. I would save basics if I wasn't hunting Spider-Ham, for sure. But like I said, I actually have wanted Havoc for some time now. I quite enjoy him. Yeah, just do it that way. I don't really care much. Do you have any fun synergies? Oh, that's kind of fun. With Sinister. Kind of a fun Cyclops buff, actually, as well. Wow, dude, a Captain America synergy. I bet he's still useless after that. Crazy. It's kind of fun for Wasp, though. Solid champion, man. Havoc has aged pretty well. With, like, the Neuroshock and stuff. Like a fine wine, if you will. Okay, let me put the... Man, never buy these, guys. Never. Ever. Let me put the spinner wheel together real quick. And then we'll see who our first winner is. Spidey, donate me $1 million. I'll read your last message. I'm just kidding. You put the same trust you'll put in the Bills every week to not give you an anxiety attack into the Blue Jays. I think, yeah. It's been a rough week, or a few weeks for you, man. Okay, let me get the spinner here. Is that the one I used? That is the one I used. I gotta type everybody's name again. Bruh. Okay. We got... I'm gonna, like I said, I have to type in the people that aren't even here. And then... they get picked, then any new people will go in their place. Okie dokie, I think I got everybody. What's Nico's rotation? You want to apply the buff immunity and then just like do special ones, basically. From what I understand, that's kind of what it boils down to. The special one will refresh the buff immunity. Okay. I don't remember who is and isn't here, to be honest. We got Giant Walrus, and he was... I think he said he was going to leave, right? Or are you still here, Walrus? No, he did head out. He said he'll see you tomorrow. So that means we got to draw from the secondary pool. Which, who would that even be? That would be Tim and Spidey, I think. That's the only other ones. That's crazy, actually. Crazy luck. Oh, man, I have to, like... That's actually wild. I could keep spinning the wheel until it's empty. You're probably biased. Yeah, I just... I don't know. I should. I just think that might take a while. And I don't want to, like, have people that are new in the stream feel... Or just people that want another friendly feel slighted. Because there's a list of, like, 6 people ahead of them, you know? Give them a shot and an opportunity as well. So we can do... yeah. So I think right now it's just Tim and Spidey, right? Because they were the ones that weren't on the wheel that wanted to do a friendly. The coin flip. And it is Spidey looking for redemption. Put them in and have one wheel? I could do that. It's alright. I think we got it. We'll get Spidey. Spidey will kick my trash to the curb pretty quick. Spidey, if you want to invite me, you can jump right into it. I'll probably, now since I only have Tim who wants to do one, maybe I'll do that on the next one. Make sure you subscribe, by the way. Best deck name. Dude, we're getting close. The channel is seeing some pretty good growth this last month. I think it's like probably my biggest month I've had as far as subscribers go. Alright. I can't ban any of his fun champs, so... Let's just ban Deathless Thanos, who's an anti-fun champ. And then we'll also ban... I think I banned his Korg last time, because I don't really have a Korg counter on my team. And then, you know what? Let's leave Photon. What could go wrong? Let's get rid of Domino. People that ban your fun champs in friendlies are, like, toxic. Ooh, Blade, though? Oh, chat, I don't know. Should I take Blade? I probably won't even use Nefaria. I probably should take Blade. Yo, what's up, Chief? How you doing? Alright. I guess since we're drafting Serpents now. Dang, he got Onslaught? That's big sad. And he got his Cole. At 669, by the way. I see you. I see you, Spidey. I should have made some edits to my deck after last time, but oh well. I don't really have the best defensive team. Oh well. Anyway, we're just doing some friendly sheep. Just for the last, like, 40 minutes of stream. Alright. Count Nefaria on defense. That's the move. Oh, you would. Timeout incoming. Actually, I think when I did that matchup with Mole Man, he didn't do too bad of a job. Oh well, it's too late now. Hey, Onslaught's a good choice here. I hope we're victory track. I didn't actually check what the rule set was. If we're not, I'm totally cooked because I actually have no idea what the other metas are. Oh, that was some weird lag. Man, that special lock really bites. Samuel, I think you're on the spinner already. I'm just going off of the spinner from last week. The only reason Spidey got picked is because we picked somebody who isn't in the stream right now. So I pulled from people that weren't on the list from last time. How much did you miss? Not much. We were just talking about you the entire time behind your back is all. All good things, though. All good things. Also, I keep forgetting I could go special 3 if I ever need to. Keep that in mind, guys. That'll be really important now that we can skip special 3. Spidey's definitely already done with this fight, by the way. Or he's dead, but I highly doubt it. It is going well, yeah. Hikuri, you're on the list, by the way. So you should be there. You will have increased odds. Mr. Sinister? Dude, alright, fine. I actually don't have any sort of defender. That's kind of the unluckiness that was this this matchup. I did not get good defenders. Or I did, but he got all of his stacked mystics and oh well. Less than ideal, I think, matchup, boys. Can you join? Widow, you are not on the priority list, but if we pick somebody who isn't here, then we can add you to that spinner wheel. Ah, the special lock, man. So annoying. That actually is, like, the big suck, honestly. I hate that. I don't even know if his special does anything worthwhile. Yeah, the special lock is less than ideal. I do think this victory track is a lot better than ones we've had, though. It actually, like, the special lock throws off a lot of characters' rhythm more than you would think as well. That sucks. I thought I was there on the relic. Alright, I mean, that wasn't the worst fight in the world. But I like, legitimately have nothing, though. Like, Shathra will kind of... I don't know. I'll probably... I don't think I can use Serpent. I'm actually shocked Mole Man pulled that one out. Down to the wire, Spidey. Here we go, dude. He's sweating. Don't let your touchscreen get too sweaty, man. Makes your inputs hard. They don't register. Serpent on D and Prey? Yeah, I could have. Oof. Coal Obsidian. I'm gonna need some Fury luck. I guess that's a good point, Samael. I really wish my Okoye was awakened, man. Oh, I forgot the ensnare fell off. I was too in the zone, bro. Big sad, actually. Oh my gosh, the AI is genius. She just knows, dude. To be fair, he could have also used Coal Obsidian on Serpent. I mean, he would have taken more block damage, but it still would have been done lightning fast. If only I would have gotten my onslaught. Alright. Let's go back to the Spinnerooski. GG's. Alright. Yeah, it just came down to, like, I didn't really have a great defender. Okay, I don't know if this person is here. I'll give them a little bit to respond, though. Dune's Workshop, you were in here. I don't know if you've been in here today or not. There's been a lot of people in and out today. You were in here the other day. Dune, if you are in here currently, I will give you a couple minutes to reply. If not, I think I'm going to do another spin off this wheel because that can't be twice in a row where these people just get, like, the short end of the stick. That would be crazy. They're taking her ensnare ability. And then they're putting the evade counterpart of ensnare into her fumble debuff. Or they're not necessarily putting it into the debuff. They're just putting it into her kit where if the opponent is inflicted with a fumble, they cannot evade. I believe. At least that's my understanding. The wheel should reset every stream? Yeah, I just don't do enough streams like this to, like, fully justify it. Like, I don't do a lot of friendlies. It's mostly just the off season. So, like, I want to give everybody an opportunity. I think we're gonna go on and give it another spin. Okay. We have... I don't know if this person's in here either. I haven't seen him type in the chat. He might be lurking though. L shoe, ice shoe. I'm gonna be honest. The YouTube font always screws me up, and I forget what is an L and what is an I. But if you're here, hit me up with a friendly, or hit me up in the chat first to let me know you're here, and then we'll go from there. But I don't think this person's here either. All right, we're gonna go ahead and spin this wheel again. We're like we're close to like cleaning it out anyway. Okay, next up we would have Giant Walrus. Wait, no, I already rolled that guy. Oh, it's because I copied it before. Hold on. There we go. We'll do it again. It's because I copied and pasted everyone's names to make the other spinner. We got Wolverine on the run back. I know Wolverine is here. All right, Wolverine. Wolverine was somebody who got totally gypped out of a full match because this game has connection issues. So you get the full 3 rounds or 2 rounds. I mean, that's why we're just spinning when we get people that aren't here. We're already almost done with the wheel. Don't worry about it. Dude, I'm almost to level 64 without redeeming XP tokens. That's kind of crazy. All right. Cracked knuckles. Wolverine was going to kick my trash. This is probably a 2-0 for him. We'll see, though. I think I took a round off of him last time, but it was, like, barely. Banned. Banned. And then banned. You hit 61? Nice, Widow. Down the up and up. Once you get Epoch of Pain done, you'll be quite a bit higher. Yeah, I don't want to make it too complicated, Spidey. It's not that big a deal, guys. It's just a friendly stream. Doesn't need to be algorithmically sound. Or wait, no. I didn't take one off. That's right. That was the one I lagged out. Not touching Epoch until you get at least 5 rank 4s? Well, just make sure they're rank 4s that you'll use in Epoch then. Like Serpent and Onslaught are like your heavy hitters. Or like they're the ones that can do like borderline entire lanes. I really wanted to draft Blade there. You guys have no idea. Yeah, Epoch's just gonna get easier and easier as power creep becomes more and more of a thing. You can do Epoch with a rank 1 7-star. It's not too bad. I use a rank 1 Cyclops. Do I wish he was a little bit more ranked up than that? Yeah. So maybe shoot for it, but I don't think like by any means it's like necessary or anything. Oh, I don't know, chat. Man, that's a hard draft. Surely you take Okoye though, right? Or Jean. Alright. Who do I put on defense, man? He's got Spiral. I guess I'll put the cow down and see what happens. Yeah, figures. I hate Arnim Zola. I don't really want to use Bastion here, but I hate having to try and figure out the stupid heavy spacing. There's so many times I feel like I have the spacing right to where you can punish with the heavy, but I'm like just like a frame over, I swear. Yeah, I just put that on and I don't really care that much. I need to go through and redo all this stuff like that anyway. Dude, Arnim Zola just loves to be in the corner. I swear his AI will not, like, let you fight him mid-stage. It's, like, actually the worst. He just knows. Okay, sir. See, that's that spacing I was talking about, man. Oh, and then the power lock totally gimps me, rip. Definitely not my best work tonight, chat. Honestly, I should have just kept doing special ones. It's not even worth trying to get the Fury online. You just get special locked. Yeah, that's a GG. Hey, he couldn't kill the cow either. That's crazy. I think I could have won that if I only fired off special one and I didn't go for his Fury rotation. Oh well. That's good to know for the future. Hey, I'm there with you, Wolverine. The Arnim Zola just kept running into the corner. It was like the worst thing ever, bro. Oh man, I don't want to use Mole Man. He's just not going to be good against Negasonic. I don't have any good defensive options. Yeah, I thought they should have made him at the very least neuroimmune. He's good for a lot of other fights though, Samael. So it's not like the worst thing on the planet. I don't even really like using Bastion for onslaught. I'd rather use Jack-o'-lantern, personally. Anytime. No, literally. No, after you. There you go. Crazy, bro. Bruh. Yo, that special lock actually kills so much. Oof, not too bad. Oof. That was, I mean, that was closer than it probably should have been. If I could have had just that much closer to a special, GG's, Wolverine. That special lock is so unfortunate. It's all right. That was still a good fight though. We get the best onslaught counter, and back in 2019, everyone just sleeps on her. Who are you talking about, Samael? I know Havoc. Havoc is pretty good, right? Doesn't Havoc do, I've heard really good things about Havoc against Onslaught. I don't think, was that 2019? Nice hammy out there. It'd be a shame if someone put a S in front of it and an E behind it. Yeah. It would be a shame. Cosmic! Dude, what's up? Okay, you were... Okay. You are on the wheel. Oh, Captain Marvel movie. Yeah, because that builds up her binary ignition. I think, yeah, Havoc. I've never seen the Captain Marvel movie matchup, Samael, but now that I think about it, it totally would be. Zemo, if you're here, you got a little bit to respond, man. I haven't seen you in the chat at all, though, so I think you might be gone. I will give you, like, a minute to respond. We don't have much time on the stream left, so I gotta get as many in as I can. Gotcha. Can you have Zemo's slut and sell it to the highest bidder? No, I don't think so. Yeah, there's been a suspicious lack of yap. Yeah, we're gonna spin again, guys. Somehow that was brutal. Hey, good timing, Cosmic. Good timing. I love that little scream in the background of the spinner. Hey, Cosmic, if you're friends with me, just invite me to a friendly match. I don't remember what your in-game name is. That's actually crazy good timing. Just poo on all your dreams. I'm sorry. It had to be done. That's okay, Cosmic. No worries. It'll be a fun match. When do you exist? I don't know. That's a question for the philosophers out there. I think we're friends. Yeah. I really need to keep like an Excel spreadsheet of who people are in chat versus what their in-game name is. The Sauron profile pic. Alright. I'm gonna ban... Who's gonna be the most annoying? You would have bought it for 69 cents. That would be quite the transaction. Aw, Gene ban. Guys, I think I might be addicted to using Venom. Genuinely. Dang, Zemo's probably so upset, by the way, that he got spun and he wasn't here for it. He must not have really wanted to do a friendly that bad, though, right, guys? Oh, boy. Dude, you don't see Sam Wilson too much. He could be kind of obnoxious to fight. You don't know that he auto-blocks special attacks. You let Sentinel through? Oh, you shouldn't have. That's actually crazy energy. I love it. Ooh, you have a Venom of your own? I like it. You gotta rank 4 that bad boy. Get him up there. He's an absolute unit. Alrighty. We got Nico? Do I want Bastion for anything? I mean... Huh... Vox is kind of tempting. Oh, I forgot he still had that Spider-Man and everyone else in there. I don't really know if I have a Sinister counter. I have Sentinel. I guess I'll keep Sentinel. I'll throw Medusa on D. She usually does pretty good. He's pulling out 6-star. Hey, dude. If there's one thing I've learned, Samael, it's not to judge the skill of the player by the content of their roster. Alright? And that's wise words you should keep in mind. Alright? There is a slew of people in this game that have young rosters that are skilled players. Also, I'm not that great at fighting Yelena, but I'm hoping Venom just can end the fight quick enough it won't matter. I still need to get her special 2 timing down. Oh, I'm actually a psycho going for an intercept there. Also, I had to really not say interception right there. That's how, like, on football I still am. Alright, don't throw that, please. Just throw heavy or something. I mean, I could maybe finish the fight there if I got lucky bleed RNG. This is where I should practice the special 2 decks, though. This is the safe space. Man, I'm getting rotten bleed RNG. Oh my gosh. Forgot it was a friendly? What do you mean? I didn't forget anything. Oh, I forget about the reversal crap, man. Okay, that was not a good fight at all. But she's dead, so I'll take it. I need to practice the special 2 more. I think most Yelenas I fight, going forward, I'm going to let them get a special 2. Because she builds up combo like crazy if she fires off a special one. Or she can, I guess. Every second it's looking... I mean, Medusa is no slouch on defense, though. If she's awakened. If she's not, she's worthless. But, like... I don't think Photon has a way to counter auto block. At least not that I remember. That was close. Probably would have gone Sinister there against Medusa, I think, if it were me. Just parry heavy. Excuse me. Cosmic, you'll get better. I played like garbage. I mean, even if you do get better, you still have good days and bad days. I felt like I was unstoppable on Friday, honestly. You know what? I'll put you through the same blender I just went through. Okay, yeah, pretty good though. No way to get better until you're, unless you just keep playing, right? See how Nico does for Sam. I can't remember if you nullify or anything his armor up, if they go passive or not. Immunity to... Dude, you can almost not activate her pre-fights in time. That's crazy. You have to really be quick with it. My goodness. And then does he only auto block if he has armor ups? That might be the case. Man, Nico kind of gets hurt a little bit too by the special lock. That's one thing I'll have to keep in mind. Whoa! Oh, he has the tracking on. Okay, he's dead anyway. I like put my controller down because I thought he was just gonna die. And I would be fine because I was invisible. Gosh dang it. That was good though. Nico can still do work, I think. But it's going to be a lot harder to use her in this meta, unfortunately. But, chat, that's going to be good for us, right? We don't want Nico to get nerfed. And the more she overperforms in battlegrounds, the more likely it will be. So if this is a meta where it's hard to keep Nico's rotation up effectively, that's good for us. That's good. Yeah, the block damage on Yelena is no joke, man. GG's. You just want to learn how to dex the special one or two. And then they'll be in a much better place, Cosmic. Alright, who's left in the spinner? We just have Hikuri, Samael, and Cade. I don't even think Cade's here. Or I haven't seen him in a while, if he was. OG Falcon would be talked about so much more if Crossbones didn't exist. Maybe. I don't know, man. I've never really liked the OG Falcon that much. Hikuri! I hope you're still in here. I haven't seen you in the chat in a minute, but send me an invite. Yeah, I've always just... I felt like Falcon could be better if his, like, locked on... Man, it would be too OP if it never went away, right? I just hate that it has the cooldown and like you need his SIGs to get it up faster. And then also any ability you have to dash back and hold block to activate bothers me too. I wish it would activate just with his like special attack or something. Because like some champions don't let you hold block for that long. Like some AI is just super aggressive, you know? Like Hyperion, right? If you dash back and you hold block while you have those, like, I don't know if they're like gamma charges or whatever they are, it's like a gamma symbol, then that's like you activate a regen, but you have to hold block for quite a while. I feel like I can never hold it long enough to get it up. The regeneration gets kind of annoying. That's how Falcon is for me. You just have to have AI that's willing to let you and cooperate. Then, like, if you do get his locked on up, then it's incredibly good, right? But like, all right, I'm banning Lumitrix. Literally the devil himself. Like, actually. Ban Solvark too. And then... I don't know, we'll just ban the 6-star Dark Phoenix. Like I said, let people have their fun leveled up champions that they don't really ever get to use. You don't think it should never go away, but you could refresh it with a heavy or something? Yeah, that I could get behind. That I can get behind. We need, like... He needs something. I think there's, like... There's gotta be synergies that make it much more manageable, but I wish, like, that kind of stuff was just base kit for him, you know? That would be very nice. Is Nico even worth using, man? Probably not. He doesn't really have any buff heavy champions other than Okoye, and she's not going to be a defender. Synergies died in 2020. Yeah, when Battlegrounds released, synergies were cooked. Essentially. If Victory was here, you would have used your maximum aura to buy his spot. If they added trading, would that be a good idea? Yeah, not champs or relics. I don't think that would be good for the game. I could see it in other avenues, though, like you'd mentioned. I don't really know who to use on Kindred, to be honest. But, I mean, they have an event right now where you can gift items and such. I just don't think, like... I don't think this game would be well suited for trading. I don't know. Just I can't really explain my thoughts. That's just the gut feeling I have. Also, they would lose way too much money, so it's kind of a pipe dream. It would never happen. I'm a little bit upset I don't have a Kindred counter. I'm gonna try and not do the normal Bastion rotation because that special lock just makes it nigh impossible. Oh, boo boo. Okay, I thought I might be far enough away from Kindred on the special one so that the degen wouldn't annihilate my health, but I was very wrong. It probably would have been better to use somebody that could benefit from the willpower mastery here, but... It's okay, I didn't want to use my special attack anyway, guys. Dang it. Could have had that one. This was a splendid idea. Yeah. There's just a lot of things I wasn't really thinking through. There's just other ways I want to use my other champions. My favorite one there, Cosmic, would be Jack-o'-lantern or Red Skull. Personally. I definitely wouldn't invest in Mysterio or Sam Wilson, personally. If your Viv Vision is like full sig, she'd be more worth it though. Or you could make an argument for her if she was like full sigged. Dude, that special lock is so annoying. I actually can't complain about it enough. Holy crap, bro. And like, it's kind of like you wouldn't really expect it to ruin your day as much as it does. Ooh, that was close. Holy crap. Special lock killed you? Yeah, I know the feeling, man. Well, it hasn't killed me, but it's definitely made fights trickier than they should be. It is better than last meta. I will say I enjoy these battlegrounds matches a lot more than the last meta. I really hated the last meta. It was like legit awful. Oh, why do you have Deadpool X-Force? Brother! Alright, Medusa, just be annoying. I would want to put Yelena down. DP, like, I've just seen that fight go too well for Deadpool X-Force. Yeah, I know I don't need to, Samael. Sometimes he just made his way up to that much power. I was just going with the flow. I mean, I got hit by plenty of special ones there, too. Alright. Okay, I swear I dodged. Oh, well. That special lock pisses me off. Dude, I can't get the timing on that for whatever reason. It's like my kryptonite. I don't even know what Monkey Special 3 does. I should just do full combos with Monkey. I don't know. That got me? Also, by the way, oh, okay. Jabari Cooks? Yeah, yeah. Hey, I don't need the negativity, Samuel. Keep the backseat comments to yourself, man. Also, that is going to be the last El Ultimo Macho. It's time for me to turn into a pumpkin. Oh my gosh. Looks like Tim's been running arena. Let's see, who didn't ever get picked? Cade and Samael. Samael, you were one of the lone survivors of the wheel. That's crazy. Yeah, Jabari is wild, man. The cleanse, super strong right now. Zemo's the same way. There's a lot of good skill champions that I should probably rank up just for this meta alone. I should rank up Cheel. She's pretty good as well. Moman is literally a god. Like, he destroys. Crossbones, pretty good. Shang-Chi, I haven't really used him too much on offense, but I think he'll be an absolute beast. Probably. But yeah. Man, the skill is like such a small category. It needs some love, man. It really does. Cosmic's not that big either. Mutant is kind of enormous. Read some of my... Yeah, I'll do that like when the season actually starts. They all just got mixed up from the EQ, and I haven't gone back to redo them. I'm not really worried about it, just for like running arena purposes. So like before battlegrounds season starts, I'll do another like look over my deck and then redo relics and stat focus and all that fun stuff. All the super boring stuff. And I'll do that probably off stream, I think. Dude, can we command please? Like please? Can we not with the red bubbles, man? I don't like them, man. They bother the heck out of me. And the fact that there's this one you can't get rid of. Oh my gosh, dude. They just know how to trigger the player base, I tell you what, man. It's like, no, you will know. You will see that there's deals. Click off of them? Heck no. Also, I think we're going to start investing Radiance in units. I know that'll hurt all you like super hyper aggressive top tier players that I'm not using it for my Radiance for Catalyst, because that's the best thing to do according to everybody, it seems. But there, it's my Radiance. Gosh dang it, I'll use it where I want, you know? Now that I got the mastery point, there's nothing holding me back. So I think I want to use my Radiance on units now, so that we can be that much more ahead for Banquet. You hate the red bubbles? Oh, I know. It was in my tweet announcing my stream. I was like, we got to get rid of them. The notifications. Yeah, dude, it's rough, bro. I've kind of like gotten to the point where I can ignore looking at my crystal tab. But the store, I'm so used to that bubble not being there that now that it's there, it drives me insane. You dang straight, Hikuri. Ixan, I'm sorry. I'm still gonna probably call you Hikuri. I'll just interchange them. But yeah, like, it's just obnoxious. And it's like... It's such a stupid gimmick. Oh, hey, look, I got one to go away. Is that gonna go away? No? Oh, it did go away. But I still can't get this one to go away. You gonna try to refrain from spending on Banquet this year? You want to try to save as much as possible for the Heart of Fire type sale next year? I think that's a good idea, Samael. Especially if they make the character as like crazy as Dark Phoenix, right? That's definitely respectable. I think like... I don't know, we'll see. I plan to go fully in. Like, dump all my units on Banquet. But that may not be what happens. Who knows? Like, I might feel like the rewards aren't worth it enough and only go for the units that I need for the milestones, in which case I would save the rest for a Dark Phoenix-like event. It's hard to say. Like, you can always do hindsight with, like, unit expenditure in this game, because this game preys on your FOMO, right? Like, unfortunately, we don't know what the deals will be like ahead of time. Like, there's a non-zero chance it would be better to spend on Cyber Monday and not Banquet. Like, you know, it's just hard to guess. You're putting all your eggs in the copium basket? No shot, dude. Well, okay, I'm not gonna say that. They'll do anything, I think. Who knows? If you're planning to do that long form content, Cosmic, it's not a bad idea if that's your... If you have Kate Bishop, I would invest in her for long form content personally. But like, if you're planning to do like Necropolis and stuff, Aegon is still useful there. There's potentially better champions now, but like Aegon can still bully his way through some of that. I definitely wouldn't super heavily invest in him unless you're like planning on doing the long form content like tomorrow or like sometime very soon. I would like... I very much think it's probably better to wait until you get Kate Bishop or like have a good 7-star roster. Then you'll just go through that content so much faster than if you used a 6-star Aegon. But yeah, I mean, if you're planning on doing it soon, like you want to jump into like Necropolis, let's say next week, and he's your best guy, then it wouldn't be the worst choice. Like, you can make it through with Aegon. From what I understand. I've never done Necropolis, but I do know, like, generally what it takes for champs to succeed in long-form content. 2099, you could use Guillotine 2099 in Necropolis and stuff, too. Guillotine 2099 is a lot trickier to use in that than Aegon, though. Because you're not as safe, and it's a little bit harder to build your combo and keep it. But yeah, she can definitely be a beast for that. Gilly? I've never been the biggest Guillotine fan, though. I prefer Aegon as far as the two combo machine champs go. Yeah, you pretty much need Guillotine. I don't think she needs a buff. Like, she's got some synergies that help her out, I think. I know Aegon does. But her Sig ability will protect her combo. But yeah, it is annoying having to play, like, a lot more perfectly as Gilly. For sure. I might take Cheel to rank 2, guys. Just for battlegrounds reasons. I think I'll sit on it, though. I will sit on it. But she's... I do have a black cat, Samael, yeah. She's not awakened or anything, though. I don't know, I could rank up Jabari. That would make Charles really happy. I just think I would use Shield for more stuff outside of battlegrounds, you know? Dear. I have no idea. We could maybe test that another day, Samael. But I don't know if she'd need to be duped for that. If she's released for long-form content, no one uses her for that. I've seen plenty of people use her for long-form content. It's just the people that are, like, ridiculously good at this game that, like, are just completely filthy and never get hit in the first place. Then Guillotine does serious numbers. She can ramp pretty crazy. Hope they bring back the crit me meta. I don't mind crit me not. She is part bear, part bird, all goat. She's a beast, man. She has a lot of utility. Definitely doesn't get the respect I think she deserves. But anyway, that's going to do it for my ranting tonight, guys. I think we're going to wrap it up. GG's. I played like stinky butt cheeks in battlegrounds today, but that's okay. We had a fun time on stream. I enjoyed it today. We had a lot of good conversation. I appreciate it. Thank you, Cosmic, for reading the video description. You're the best. You get a crisp high five for that, by the way. But yeah, thank you guys for dropping by. I appreciate all of you that you'll just come in here and hang out, kick it with me, and we'll play arena and battlegrounds friendlies once in a while. I do enjoy playing friendlies, but mostly in between seasons so that I can get familiar with the meta so I don't get just dunked on in victory track. Somehow gets the first friendly tomorrow. Yeah, we will do more friendlies tomorrow at the end of stream. After we're done with arena and stuff. And yeah, Samael, you will be at the top of the list, okay? You and... Oh, I should have kept a list. You know what? It's their fault for not being here. I was going to say I should have kept a list of the people that weren't here that got picked, but sucks to suck kind of thing. But yeah, guys, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We are so fetching close to 500. Oh my gosh. I can sniff it. I can sniff it. Anyway. You guys have a good rest of your night or a good rest of your day, whatever it is for you. And we're close enough, so go ahead and give yourselves a crisp high five. Thanks for dropping by today, and I hope you guys